Tomorrow, volunteers with Texas EquiSearch plan to help with an unusual missing persons case. A man who disappeared and his sister who hasn't been heard from since she went looking for him. Tonight, their family went around posting flyers in Southwest Houston. This all started Sunday when 65-year-old Rogelio Escobar was reported missing. Then on Tuesday, his sister, 61-year-old Dinora Escobar, went over to his house to look for him and disappeared too. That home is in Southwest Houston off Prudence Drive near Buffalo Speedway. Dinora's daughter says it's not like her mother to go days without contacting her family.
She's very close to all of us. We talk constantly. We have group text messages where we're sending pictures to each other. Love you, how's your day, good night. That's daily. Once the evening came around, I knew something was wrong.
Her mother's minivan is missing as well. It is a 2007 white Chevy Uplander with a back window taped up with cardboard. If you've seen the van or the Escobars, call Houston Police.